Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Let's Play Might and Magic 9, and I think we should just get going. Last episode, what did we do last episode? I think we did our final side quests, I think, the Temple of Honk, and I think we also got we gave Handel the spear, the Gugnir, I think. And I think now the only thing left for us to do is to talk to Skraelos and to advance the main quest.
Greetings, mortal.
So let's talk to this cheerful, grim Fandango-looking guy, and let's see what we can do to help him. Yeah, well, I guess we need his help, so let's start with that. We are looking for warriors. Red of Fate says it's our destiny. We'll do whatever is required. We will do the 6 fires of penance. Let's go ahead and do it right now. He sends us to the afterworld. So what do we do now? Behold your guilt. Our guilt? Oh, right. we are being blamed for this. We are being made the scapegoats for the catastrophic logistical failure that befell the armies of this land. But here, how were we to know that Forad Dar was a traitor? I mean, I know that in Danish, I think the name Forad Dar means traitor. I'll pull up a Google Translate just to show you what I mean. So that's a bit of an in joke or like an Easter egg from the guys who wrote the game. But in universe, actually, let me look it up on my phone, just to make sure I'm not spreading misinformation. But regardless of which, oh god, from Danish to English. Or English to Danish, I think. Traitor. Yep. Well, I mean, it's not exactly the guy's name, but it's pretty close. You can get the reference that they were making. The point that I'm making is that the fact that in our real world the name for Adar means traitor doesn't help our characters who, need I remind you, exist in a fantasy world where Denmark doesn't exist, right? So again, feel like we're being set up, we're being framed for other people's mistakes. Do not defend your actions. Answer me this: are you responsible for what we've just seen? Now, the only way I think you can get through this is if you go along with this nonsense. So whatever, okay, if it makes you feel better, it's our fault. Okay. Go and find those who failed, confess your guilt, we'll do this. So, what we have to do is, scattered around this area, I think, are going to be the different... Hello, what's going on? The Jarls, I think. What exactly is our... Find the 6 Jarls and confess to them your guilt. So, can we get some sort of wizard eye action going on? Will the Jarls show up on the map, or... they will. Okay, that's good. That helps us, because they can be hard to spot in this gray and bleak environment. Let's start out with Kira the Cold. Hey, how's it going?
What may I help you with?
Kira, I'm here to tell you that you're dead, and we are responsible for it. Hey, at least she's got the right attitude. Do not be distraught, friends. Persevere, and you will succeed. So that's one. We gotta find all the others. I know roughly where we need to go. I think I just walked past this guy and didn't notice him.
Well met, friends. What may I do for you?
Sven, it's our fault you're dead. And the next one is here.
Greetings, adventurers. What can I do?
Bjarni, forgive us. We are the ones who killed you. Go, friends, you must succeed. Okay, I mean, these guys have a much more reasonable attitude towards this than Skraelos over there.
Greetings.
Anyway, Sigmund, we're sorry our ignorance killed you.
Behold the famous Markel the Great.
Markel... Why are you here, Markel? You weren't killed in the battle. Do you think that I wasn't betrayed by my people as much as anyone else's are in danger? I mean, I'm still none the wiser about how you died, but it's our fault, I guess, somehow. And I think there's one more. I think. I mean, I see more green dots. There's oh yeah, the Frostguard guy. We failed you, Trigva, Ravenlocks. We're sorry. You may yet have the chance to save my people again. Go rescue. Yeah, listen. We'll do it. Okay, so I think I've done this. And let me save the game at this point. Just because I've read that some bugs can happen in this area, so excuse me, just to be on the safe side. Okay, Skraelos, we confessed our guilt, even though we totally didn't do anything, but wink wink, nudge nudge, we quote-unquote confessed our quote-unquote guilt. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Now go and suffer, but how? Oh, I think now he... What? Oh, okay. The questioner. Who do you serve? I think I know what these answers are. You, my lord. To serve... What is your purpose? To serve you, my lord. What is the nature of your failure? I don't know what the right answer is, or if there is indeed a right answer, but just to be safe, I'm gonna follow the exact we encouraged others to trust our misjudgment, I think, is what I'm being told by the guide is the correct answer. Whom do you owe? You, my lord? I think you say that again? Hang on. Hang on a second. Somehow I got thrown off this page. We owe those we betrayed. The next... How much do you make amends? The ultimate price, my lord... Wait, what? We must... Oh, no, we must pay the price of our failure. We say this first, and then what price must you pay? The ultimate price, my lord, our lives. Shall you pay? Yes, my lord. And there's only one option here. We gotta thank this guy, whoever this is. I don't even know who that's supposed to be. But I sense maybe bad things about to happen, so I'm gonna be casting some stuff. Elemental protection. Nope. What? Hang on. That's a spirit spell on the whole party. Yeah, I'll cast it. From you, I'll save the game again. In the same slot, I think.
Greetings, mortals.
We have known suffering, Skraelos. Scattered here are soldiers who helped in your betrayal. Retribution demands that you slay them. Soldiers who helped in your betrayal. So these are bad guys, okay? So now I think they'll start spawning in. Ooh, hey. There's Foradar himself. Ooh, red bags of loot. Do they all drop red bags of loot? No, only Foradar himself drops a red bag. The others drop decent bags. So I'll just... Ooh, plate armor is excellent. I'll pick up... I'll pick up everything. Because maybe we can get some levels out of this. And these guys? Oh, that felt good. That felt nice. Killing a bunch of them with a single area of effect spell. That's one of the like most like one of the most cherished, joyful feelings in all of RPG gaming, whether it's on a computer, whether it's you know, you're playing on a tabletop with your friends. The feeling of killing multiple enemies with a single area of effect spell, like very few things can compare to that. Okay, so now are we done? I'm gonna save just in case we aren't. And I'll save in a different slot at this point. Keep multiple slots just to be on the safe side. We have killed the soldiers, Skraelos. Excuse me, retribution is yours. But these are just ghosts. Reflections of reality that somehow dropped real physical items that we're gonna sell when we get back. Foradar still exists. Your next task is to face your absolution. Out there's the battlefield. Find the weapons of the fallen Jarls and bring them back to me. We'll do this. This, I think, is I hope they're easy to find. Okay, it's these swords. These... Hello, excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me, ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am? What's going on? And we're getting garbage. I guess these are weak undead enemies. Nevertheless, I'll check their loot, you know. Excuse me? I killed something and I didn't even see what it was. Let's just... Let's kill all of these things, because I have read that if you don't kill all of them, it can bug out slightly. I think you can hold on to the ore. Well, we still have to identify the ore. Alright. Alright. There's another piece of loot somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay. So now we gotta find swords. And I think it's these swords with the black hilts. And they'll be close to the body of whichever Jarl dropped them. And I don't think you can pick up these ones. It's only the ones with the black hilts. And we need 6 of them. We've got 5. That's not one of them. Oh god, am I am I missing one? Is it because Markel... Did Markel not have a sword? Hang on. All 5 of them. Okay, yeah. So, that's fine. Let's quickly deal with... Hello? Excuse me. Who's this guy just casually trying to walk away? Not on my watch. Okay, so now we've gotten all 5 swords. What do we do? Ooh, we've also gained a bunch of experience at some point. Can only gain 1 level, but maybe we'll get a 2nd level. Let's, we've got other stuff to do. So let's give him the swords. We've collected the swords. Oh, there's a Blazing Inferno. Step through to be reborn. And I think we kind of have been walking past this and haven't really commented on it. Because frankly, I thought this might have just been part of the environment, but evidently we gotta walk through this. Now I'm definitely gonna save my game. Because if we've left any enemies alive, now is where things can potentially glitch out. I'll save it like this. Okay, I think we're fine. So now what happens? I think we've already done that. Return to Skraelos. In the Hall of the... God, oh god, oh, I got stuck on the environment. That was a... Thankfully, only temporary. So I think this might be a short episode because I don't think there is much more to this quest. And I don't want to advance the end game even more. Because I want to sort of, you know, take my time with this stuff. Let's talk to Philip. Oh, adorable. Let's talk to Skraelos again. We lit all of the fires. I'll let you take your soldiers back to the world. I'll warn you, if they die again, I will keep them. You'll find their leader, Sven, waiting for you outside the gates to Hallenholt. Find Sven Forkbeard in Arslegard. So I think what we'll do is we'll... Excuse me? So I don't know if this is the game glitching out or if there were enemies that because this is actually pretty disturbing, the way they're reaching through the walls and the way you only see like a part of their face. That wasn't too bad of a bug, so I'll allow it because I don't want to like replay stuff. There's gonna be loot on the other side of this that we cannot access, but you know what? I'll live with it. We already got a decent amount of stuff. Speaking of which,
We don't need this. We don't need this.
I'll enchant that full plate.
We don't need this. We should leave it. We should leave it. We don't need this. We should leave. We should leave it.
So what we'll do is we'll talk to Sven and we'll do as much as we can that doesn't require us to go to another area and do more like major like combat or that kind of stuff. And might as well take this opportunity to get a bit of extra value out of some of this stuff. And that's good. I'll just focus on enchanting the armor. Weapons can stay unenchanted. Go back to Arslegard. And let's find Sven, who is apparently standing outside Hallenholt. Is that you?
Well met, friends.
That is him. Hey Sven, long time no see, buddy. Gather the army. We shall make for Frostguard immediately. I will see you there. In fact, I'm gonna be going to Frostguard pretty soon, just to do some training. But before we do that, before we do our wrap up, let's do Aloy's Beacon over to what's this place? Yorwick, and sell our stuff. Let me transfer it over to my merchant. And it's midnight right now. Okay, so we're probably gonna have to... I think we're probably gonna have to wait till the morning. You're closed. Okay, well. Wait until dawn. Now, let's sell this stuff. And let's see how much we get out of that. Probably one of the last rounds of selling that we're going to be doing in this game. So let's savor it, see how high up we can get. I'll be training everybody except for the Lich, of course. But just for fun, I will see how many levels the Lich is eligible to get. 141. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Our other people can go to 68, so we can gain a couple levels each. Okay. So I think what we'll do is we'll go to Frostguard. We won't advance any more of the main quest. We'll just do our leveling up. Excuse me, what's going on? Excuse me, what's going on? Excuse me? Excuse me? I have to say that was very satisfying. Watching these guys get wrecked by that chain lightning. But I was are they all gonna have just like halberds and spears? Is that the theme? Well, no, one of them has a sword. Okay, I guess they do have other kinds of weapons. Ooh, hey, well, I guess this means we're gonna have more gold to work with. So I said I wouldn't advance the main plot. That was before I realized that the main plot required us to go to Frostguard. I mean, I knew that, but I didn't realize that it would just throw us into the action straight away. I don't... Wait, no, missing something. I don't think we're quite done, because I see some yellow dots on the map. Excuse me? Hello? Am I... Oh, it's Forad Dar. There you are, traitor! And I think you misjudged me in the eyes of my master, Tamor Lang. I have done a great service. He's rewarded me by making Lord of Chadian, not without killing us, he hasn't. Why waste your time on such things? Join us. You can rule all... Why would we want to rule alongside a traitor? Very well. There's nothing more that we have to say each other. He's punching me in the... Dude, you're not even armed. How did you think this was gonna... At least you dropped a red bag of loot. My friend, how did you think this was gonna go? You're not even armed. But there are other enemies, so we'll kill them. Loot their bodies. Loot their bodies. And finally, this... I think these guys killed them. I think they gotta get credit for that. Excuse me? There's more? Where's the... I mean, I see the notifications at the bottom of the screen telling me that combat is happening. I don't know where it's happening. But I do, for my own peace of mind, want to make sure that every enemy on this map has been killed. So that's what we'll do before we end this episode. An extra thing, I guess. Okay, here's a bunch of people. Okay. And got some pretty decent loot out of all of this. And I think now we're done. So what I'm gonna do is what's the quest? Travel there and stop Erlangen for Adar once and for all. I don't know if the game's gonna allow us to train because the town is under attack. But we'll check. I just need to orient myself. Where am I? So I need to go to the west. That's where the training hall is. And now that I've already, I guess, inadvertently... Oh, hey, we can train. Okay, 3 levels apiece is lovely. And of course these levels are going to go into the thing that's most useful to us, which is light magic and spirit magic for you. You're just doing blade, I think. You don't have anything because you haven't gained any levels for a while. You, I think, are just doing blade and cudgel side by side. Okay. And let me also save my game again. I'll save it in this slot. And let me just check to see what we need to do next, just to make sure that I'm not going to mess anything up. So let me go back to the Red of Fate quests. Oh, you have to go into the town hall to complete the objective. Okay. So we'll do that next time. What I'm gonna do before I end this episode is we're gonna go back to Yorwick. I'm gonna sell all of the stuff that I just picked up, and then we will end. We'll do our debrief. I'm not gonna enchant any of this stuff. I should, but I'm not going to. Because frankly, I think we've done enough for one episode. Although if you get a really good enchantment like this, it can really boost the value of the item. So let's give this stuff over to our merchant. Let's, excuse me, walk over to the shop. We'll sell it. Why do I always come to Yorwick to sell things? It's because it's the only place. It's a tiny town. It's the only place where I know I can immediately find the shop. That's the only reason. All right. So again, we'll do this, and I don't think we're gonna be doing that much leveling for the rest of the game, so I don't feel that bad about not enchanting things. If I was feeling really masochistic, I'd go back to Fjorgard and see if we can level up the Lich, but I don't think so. I feel like the Lich is done leveling up. He's fine, he's good. He's good where he is. We don't need any more levels for him. Okay. Now, with all of that done, let's save the game in a different slot. And let's reflect on what we accomplished in this episode. We started out by talking to Skraelos, who sent us into the underworld, where we were basically coerced into confessing to things that we didn't do, you know, taking the blame for other people's wrongdoing and incompetence. And that was pretty dumb, but the Jarls, when we spoke to them, or when we spoke to their spirits, I guess, they seemed pretty understanding about it. Then we fought a bunch of undead creatures. Some of them, I guess we didn't find all of them, because then they came and they glitched out in part of the Hall of the Gods back in the above world in Arslagard, which is also, I think, is maybe kind of like an afterlife kind of. It's all very confusing. But back in the Hall of the Gods, there were some enemies that were glitching out in the wall. Don't even worry about it. We killed all of them, and then we talked to Skraelos, who told us to talk to Sven. Sven wanted us to meet him in Frostguard. We were going to Frostguard anyway, because we wanted to train, not intending to advance the quest, but when we got there, there was a battle raging, and we were like, well, if we're here, we're here. We might as well take care of this. So we did that. And then we did some selling, and at the end of it all, we gained a few levels on everybody except the Lich. And we gained a decent amount of money as well, which I think should be enough for leveling up our guys, other than the Lich, for the remainder of the game, if there is any more experience to be gotten from any of the partial quest stages. So it was a pretty productive episode. I'm glad we got it done. I'm glad I was able to record an episode this week, because this may not surprise you, but I got sick again, this time with a very minor cold. So I'm very tired. I just want to get into bed and rest. But I think for my own physical and mental health, it's good that I did get out of bed and walk around, and recording an episode. It's a change of pace. You don't want to just spend all day in bed either, right? So we got that done, and pretty happy about it. Didn't run into any bugs. And we are poised to see whatever the next stage of the end game is, but we'll see that next time. For now, though, I think it's time for me to say thank you so much for watching. Hope you are having a good time. Hope you're enjoying the series. Hope you'll join me for the next episode next Sunday. And until then, take care.